What up, crew? Hey y'all, back with another video. I told y'all you would get exclusive content today. That's what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna do a get ready with me. I'm gonna show y'all how I do my hair. That's a fiasco, so just stay tuned. But that's really how it goes sometimes with me. I'm gonna show you my makeup. This makeup look without the lashes, because I didn't put the lashes on camera. I can't film and put my lashes on. I'm not that good yet. But I show you this makeup look, which is kind of like my everyday makeup look with a couple extra steps for when I'm gonna film. I'm getting ready to film, so it has a couple extra steps in it, but for the most part this is my daily makeup routine. I'm gonna list all the products down below so that you can check them out if you want to check them out, and so that you can get a better look at what I'm filming and what I'm referencing when I say the name of it, because I tried to set my focus so the camera won't be zooming in and out, and so when I set the focus I can't, you know, put the product up and have it refocus on the product. So I'm going to link it all down below for y'all. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. It's all over the place, but hey, this is the crew. I feel like I could be real with y'all here. It is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all how I started off and then how I ended up looking like this. Okay y'all, I'm hoping and praying the focus is set. I tried to set it and we're going to see. So I just washed and conditioned my hair and just put a towel on it for a few minutes and ate me something right quick. I'm just gonna add my olive oil like I always do. Just work it throughout, and I'm going for like a, well, y'all already have seen an intro, but I'm going for like a kind of like a sleek, almost like a wet look, but real flat. So that's what I do. Nairobi. Y'all already know the drill. I don't know what to tell you. This is what I always do. I just work it through and then I go back in and part and style and whatever. I know some people part first and all that kind of stuff. And all of that works. Like, you know, you could do whatever works for you. This is what works for me. It's quick and easy. And my hair is like, it's wet, but it's definitely not soaking wet. I've had that towel on it for probably 15 or 20 minutes. Okay. So now I'm trying to like work out the shape that I want, because I've been finding that lately I have a shape in mind, but then I'm not doing it when I wrap my hair. So I'm trying to be more intentional. And yes, it'd be a lot of excess foam and all that. So I'm gonna go forward a little bit right here. That might be too far back. I'm gonna do this. So I'm kind of going forward with this part. And I have that same part, but you know, I don't really want like a part, so I'm gonna kind of fudge it. And I gotta work fast because my hair was kind of dry, so as you can see, the foam is already like starting to dry out real fast. If you're not fast enough or you're not comfortable, just wet your hair again. Like, you could just spritz it with some water. I don't want this part that's trying to form right there. So what I'm going to do is comb the whole part out, so there's no part. But I want this part to go down. I just don't want a part right there. And again, because I become lazy, I be adding foam instead of water. So I want some real big, like a real big wave right here. And I always like have in my head how I want it when it's dry. Like, I know what product I'm going to add to these edges once it's dry to get this look I'm trying to get. I'll show y'all the inspiration picture if I remember. It's Nicole Murphy's hair. And I don't want that part. And this, I want real swooped. That part is real swooped like that. And then I want a big old wave in the front. A real big Deep wave right there. And y'all, I'm being extra heavy-handed with the foam, mainly because I know I'm not gonna like wear this style. It's not gonna require like a lot of manipulation or like me to really curl it, because you can put too much foam and your hair will be kind of like tacky and kind of sticky. So I'm being heavy-handed because I know I'm not gonna curl it a lot. Okay, that's enough. And that's how I want the front. And I'm just feeling it to make sure I don't have no like parts in it. Y'all see this foam is already drying up, which can kind of help because you could definitely see if you did it right or not. Like that part I want more down. I want it more like down. And then I want this part to come forward and wave. Like that though. And I always go back over with my finger because I don't want those comb marks to set in like that. And what I've been doing lately too, because my hair is real curly, is I've been taking the back of the comb and just kind of making sure everything's flat too. So just making sure it lay down. This is the kind of stuff I do to prevent like putting gel. Like I see people wrap your hair with foam and then they put gel on top of that. I would not ever do that, me personally, to my hair. But I do use other techniques to give me a smooth, real smooth, finished, polished look. This hair really want to be curly right here, but you would not deny me my greatness today, sir. Okay, that part's good. Y'all see my big wave in the front? That's what I wanted. And then I'm just gonna tie it up. I'm gonna sit under the dryer. This ain't gonna take long, probably 25 minutes. Tying, I always tie my knot right there because I don't want my knot on my hair. Y'all know I'm extra with the wraps. You don't have to use as many as I use. This is what I do. Mainly because my hair is not bone straight. It's not relaxed bone straight right now. You've got to get that neck. And I didn't worry about perfecting the neck like I normally would get all close in the mirror and swoop the back, because I'm going to do it after with product. Which is not normally how I do it, but like I said, today I'm going for like a wet summertime, springtime kind of vibe. So I don't mind adding more product than I normally would want on my hair. Normally, like my hair real soft and free, but it's gonna be a little product heavy today. That's my wrap, y'all. That's how it looks. Oh, my eye. And I'm doing it before I do my makeup today too, which I'm gonna show y'all too. We be back when we dry. Okay, y'all are up in my face. We're back. My hair is dry. And I'm going to do my makeup because this is the order I'm going in today. So, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in my hair just because that's just, I just do that, especially when I'm fresh from under the dryer. And then, I'm just going to comb my sides and stuff back gently so that I can actually do my makeup. And I'm not disturbing anything, I'm just like pushing it back so that I can work with my whole face. Okay, I need to put some on my lips too because they are very dry. Let me put some on my lips. I'm gonna link everything I'm using below. I'm putting some on my lips because Jesus, they are extra dry. All right, the first thing that I do, moisturize your situation. I'm using Equate, which is like Target's version of the Cetaphil moisturizer. And I just put this on. I put it on my neck too, and I go up. So after I put my moisturization on, I take BECCA's Evermatte Poreless Primer. I'm gonna link everything. And I take about this much, which you probably can't see, but just like a pea size. And I rub it into this palm, and then I just apply it where I want it, because I don't want it all over. So I put it here because this is where my pores get the most out of control. And I run it through my brow so that you don't have that oily brow, because that's not cute. And it makes them a little bit stiff, but I like that for later when I do my brows. So that's the only place I put it. And this is really, really good. They swear it's matte, but it don't keep you matte all day. It'll keep me matte there, but it don't work on my nose, which is where I need to be the most matte. For that, I go in with the Big Daddy. This is the Urban Decay D-Slick Primer. I've talked about this a lot because it's the only thing that works besides milk and magnesia. And I've just put this on my nose. I did a whole video on my channel about it. And you have to pat this in. You don't want to rub it. I pat it in. And I'm careful to just put it through this brow, because this brow, for whatever reason, tends to get oily. And then whatever's left, I just do like that on that side. And I just put a little bit right here. You don't want to be putting it all on your forehead if your forehead's not oily. My forehead does not tend to be oily. My nose, however, is off the chains. Oily. So I've done my primer here, I've done my nose, and I give it a minute. You see how it's getting kind of white? You want that. It's the same as the milk and magnesia does. It gets kind of white, but you're going to cover it with foundation. And then I take any spoolie and just kind of brush through my brows, because they're going to get stiff from that product I put in them. But you don't want them too stiff. So I just kind of comb them. And you see it's white over there? We're going to cover all that. I just kind of comb them like this. And you want to like notice where the white is so you can make sure you cover it. So then I do my concealer. And I use the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in two colors. I use D33 and D31. These are both warm colors. I take the D33, which is my skin color, and I just go underneath my eye. I don't think I'm heavy-handed compared to some of the booty gurus I watch. And then I take this brush and I just blend it in. And I go all the way up to my lash line underneath here. And I go right here in the corners, because as you can see on this eye, the corners tend to be a little dark. You see how much brighter my eye looks already, this eye? And then I do go on the lid a little bit, because I don't generally wear eyeshadow on a regular basis, like daily I don't. And I take this up, which is going to cover up that white that was up there. If you really wanted to wear eyeshadow and you're going to go for that, I would need to color correct my lid, and I would do that, but I'm not doing that today. And this locket can get a bit sticky, so you kind of want to move. You don't have to brush, but you don't want to let it sit, because it will get tacky. And I'm just doing this so that I get all the way under my lash line. And I go out here because I have a little bit of discoloration out there too. And in that corner and up to my brow. Okay. And I just take it in a little bit right now. That is concealer. As you can see, we're looking better already. That's concealer 1. Now I take the lighter color, which is D31. I have a whole video on how I cover my bags. If you want to see that, you can go check it out on YouTube. But I basically draw a line of lighter concealer on the shadow the bag creates, and then you blend it in. So it's all an illusion. And this bag is worse on this left eye, so I go a little bit, I don't want to say heavier, but my line is thicker. If you can see, it's thicker than this line. And then I take that same brush. All of my products, y'all, that I use fit in this. So I don't, to me, it's not a lot. And then I just, you want to take it almost like a crayon, or like a pen and kind of color it in on that line. And I'm taking it and brushing it up a little bit into the corner so it'll brighten that, so it don't look so crazy and like it doesn't match. And then I just kind of color it in right on the shadow, and I back up so I can make sure it's there where I need it to be. And I'm gonna need a little more. And then I pull down. I'm not taking where it actually was. I'm going just under it and pulling down so that it'll blend. And then I do this eye. This one doesn't matter that much. If it kind of sits for a little bit, it's not so bad because you actually want it. You want it to kind of sit on the skin more than to be perfectly blended in. For the illusion to work, the light color has to show. As crazy as that sounds, but you can see this eye is good. I'm gonna fix this one a little bit more. And this and my brows take the longest because I do spend time on this because it makes such a difference when my bags are concealed properly. So yeah, just do that. And I'm pushing up too. So it looks way better. Okay, boom, that's done. I take a fluffy brush and I take the Laura Mercier powder in dark. So this is the brown color they got for the brown girls. Medium deep is what it's called. And like I said, I'll link it. I take this fluffy little brush, I tap it, and I just go right under the lash line. You don't want to hit the line that you just made with the lighter concealer. And then I just brush a little bit of that on top. But it's that quick. I'm not doing nothing extra. I'm just lightly setting it so that it doesn't crease. But that Lock-It concealer doesn't tend to crease, so you don't have to do a whole lot with the powders. That's it for that. Then I take my Nye Banana Powder. People are asking me, do I still use it because I did every day? Yes, honey, I use this every day. And look how much is left. It's only to right here that's used. So all this is left. And I just put a little bit in the cap. And this is in Banana. Yeah. So I just put some in the cap. It's not enough. I take this little mini puff that I have that's so dirty, but I don't care. It came in the Kat Von D setting powder. It's a little puff. I fold it like this so that I have a little, so this is a circle, I just fold it in half. And then I use the tip. And I just set right on that line of the lighter concealer. Now, I'm walking y'all through this, but on my regular days that I'm getting up, getting dressed for work, and I do take it down my nose a little bit. Just a tad. Which, that's all gonna come off. This is like 20 minutes. Start to finish. I should have put my, and I normally do. I'm messing up talking to y'all. Normally put my foundation on first. But that's okay. So this is the this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I take like a pump, one pump. I'm gonna do my other one first. Hold on, y'all. This is the YSL All Hours Foundation. And I just do like a little pea size. That's it. I don't wear a lot of foundation. I love the way YSL products smell. I don't like all that stuff on my face for one. And I don't have really bad skin either, so I don't need all that. And this just like evens out my skin. And I use a little bit on the forehead because a lot of foundation on the forehead is like a dead giveaway that you got on. A lot of makeup. So that's why I pushed my hairline back too. I just kind of buff it in like, it ain't no real precise process to this. And I do kind of go over my brows a little bit, but like that's good. I don't do my nose. We're gonna fix the rest of that with powder. Then I take the Giorgio Armani, which as you can see is in a shade lighter. So this is my face color. This is my kind of like highlight color. And my face is like this anyway. My nose is lighter. So I take this much, y'all. Look, like, you see that little, that's it. And that might be too much. I just bring it down. I get my nose real good because you don't want that white showing through from that primer. And I just go over my top lip, which we did with the other shade, but I do go over it a little bit. And I just bring it up into my forehead. Just a little. I don't go high, but I don't have a big forehead. If you got a 5 head, do what you got to do. See? Done. It ain't a lot. The white is gone. That's it. Now, I usually do that before this, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Just make sure I ain't wiping none of it off. Because this, you really want this to set in. And then I take the same sponge and I'll highlight my nose a little. And I do my forehead. That's why I said we'll fix it later. Because that Chanel is lighter, when I put this banana powder, it's going to pick up on that and it's going to give you a slight highlight. So I don't do all that crazy, like where they take the concealer and draw right there and draw down the nose. I mean, I can do all that, but as you get older, actually that stuff makes you look older. And I do a little bit on my chin and a little bit under where I'm going to contour. If I contour. Sometimes I don't even contour. And this, you don't even have to do this. And a lot of times I don't. If I'm rushing, I don't even do this part. But that's it. And I don't even use all the powder I put in the top. I just put it back in to my bottom. Probably why I still got so much. And we're done with that. We're done with that. And I'm putting all this stuff back into this little container as I'm using it. So it's no mess. It's not like a whole bunch going on. This is the micro pencil by NYX. It is comparable to, and in my opinion, I like it better than the Anastasia pencil. So it's the same thing. It has a spoolie down here and then you have the color up here. And then I do my brows. I'm going to speed through this, but I'm going to go ahead and record it. Okay, they're pretty much even enough for me to be happy with them. Then I take my Anastasia brow gel. It's just a clear brow gel. And I run that through. And Brows take me anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes, but I like my brows to look good, so I take the time. If brows ain't your thing, skip on past them. Now, what I do now is I go in and I line my waterline. This is Max Feline, and I just line my waterline. I mean, this is just a look I like. Sometimes I'll line my upper, but it just tends to blend down during the day anyway, so I be like, whatever. Then I have this little mini MAC mascara. That's what I do my bottom lashes with. So I do this. And I'm getting ready to film, so I'm a little more precise. I take a little more time. I put a couple more layers so you can make sure you see it on camera. So all of this is a little less intense on like a regular work day. And sometimes I just run this through the top just because. But this I like a lot on my lower lashes. I don't think MAC makes this one anymore, so I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of that one. But that's that. Then I take my L'Oreal Voluminous Black and I go through the top. This is just drugstore. I get this from Target. I run that through the top lashes. And I think I'm going to put some lashes on today, so this is all I'm going to do. But normally after this, I will go in with my YSL mascara on top of this. But I'm going to put some lashes on. Like I said, I'm getting ready to film. So I'm only going to do this so I can put lashes on. So that's the top. Then I go in with that same fluffy brush and I dust away, because that's been sitting long enough. I don't want to bake too long. And you gotta think, my brows took 5 minutes, so it's only been sitting for 5 minutes. And then to brush this off the under eye, I don't just sweep it off, because you will mess up the whole illusion. And I'm doing this of it looking lighter, which keeps the bag from showing. So I'm kind of like pressing it in and then doing that, which just gets the excess off. But you see how nice that looks? And you can't see it, especially once I powder the rest of my face. And then I'm going up a little bit too, like that. Like kind of up. So that's what I do. You don't want to just wipe it all off. This can come off, that ain't that. Then I take my MAC Deep Dark, I think is in, or MAC Dark, I'll tell you, hold on. Okay, y'all, it is dark. MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in dark, which I need some more of this too. And I take a big fluffy brush, I'm getting in there, and I just like, let me put this back, because this is, honey, for the brows, I don't need to be this close for everything. There we go. And I just, this is like a finishing powder for me. I put it all over. I pat it down here because I want that contour to kind of show. And then I just pat it up here and I go over my brows. You need to set your brows on top of that gel set, brow set. That's why I was like, my eyes won't look funny after I do this. Because especially out of the edges, I get this powder, which is browner than that banana powder, and kind of blend those two. So that's what I do there. Then, since I'm filming, so this is filming makeup. So from this point, if it was just every day, I would put my YSL mascara on top of this. I would put on some blush, lipstick, and I'm done. That's why I'm like 20 minutes. But because I'm filming, I'm going to contour a little bit, then do my blush, then I'm going to highlight, and then do my lips. So it's a little bit more to it. But, you know, this is a get ready with me. This is what I'm doing today, so this is what I'm getting ready for. So I use this BH Cosmetics contour palette when I contour. Again, this is filming makeup. And I just kind of blend those two and three on the end, these. And then I just do my this a little. I don't do a hard contour because I don't like that. But just a light little, you know, light contour. And then I do take it up here. So I go up here with it too. It just helps to blend all of that together. So it's just not a line right here. So I do that. And then I'll take this little teeny brush. This isn't the one I normally use, but I can't find the other one. And I'll just lightly do contour my nose sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And I take my contour up into my brow and right here. It just looks better. I think it looks better. Up into there and into my brow right now. And sometimes I do that too, take it over. It doesn't hurt. And then I go back over my nose, especially with whatever's left on the brush that I had that matte mineralized skin finish in, because it just keeps it from looking like there's just a line down my nose. Then I'll take my blush. This is NARS. This is NARS Rotund, but this was a special edition. But they have like Torrid works really good. Exhibit X, and I just take this fluffy brush. This was in a matte like holiday kit. That's why it's short like this. I think this was in that Wonder Woman one. And I'm kind of pressing, and then I'm kind of blending it out. And I take it down to right to where my contour was. And you see, orange just looks good on our skin for the brown ladies. And I'm kind of pushing it, and I'm kind of blending it all at the same time. And I do take it just a little bit like up right there. That's just for my face shape. Down into my contour, and whatever's left I go here so it doesn't look like it just abruptly starts. And then before I do my highlight, I go back in again with some powder, the Mineralized, just to again like kind of, you know, just makes everything blend so it doesn't look so disjointed. Then I take my highlight. This is Matte Trace Gold and this kind of brush, and I just go right there. That's where I like my highlight, and I bring it down a little bit into the blush, and then I do go right there sometimes a little bit too. And I do a little on the tip of the nose and a little bit right there. Sometimes I do that with my finger because the brush is just too wide and I don't feel like going to get a little baby brush. And then on this side, my face is crooked from, I think it's from an incident some years back. So the placement is a little different on each side because my cheeks sit differently. And I put a little bit right there, real light. And then I go back with the brush that I used on the blush with. I don't put anything else on it. I just do this. But you see how it doesn't look like, it don't look crazy. It's just a nice little, oh, you know, she healthy. Like that. And that's what I do. So the face is done. Now for lipstick, I use, oh, that's gotta go back. Cork lip liner by MAC. I use this every single day. I just line my lips. That's why I moisturized them earlier, so it will kind of sink in a little and not be so greasy and slippery. And I go just under my lip line and just above it. that. I've been loving this lipstick ever since I bought it. I got 2 of them. It's called Ouuuuu. This is by Colourpop, but this is a collab with Makeup Shayla. And I put it in the middle. It looks real crazy. I put it up top. And I put it right there a lot because my lips are darker there. And that look real crazy. But this is what I do. I take Touch lipstick by MAC and I go like that. And Touch is like brown. It's similar to Cork. Like they're in the same family. And then I take Fenty's lip gloss. I don't know what this one's called. Fenty Glow. And I go, right. Like that. That's it. This is the face y'all see when I be recording. This is it right here. People be like, what's that lipstick? What's that lipstick? It's like 3 or 4 products. But that's it. Now I'm going to do my hair. And I'm going to get dressed. And I'm going to go ahead and film this YouTube 10 more spring outfits for y'all. But these are going to be dressy casual. And a lot of them are going to feature flats. Because I know y'all been asking for that. So I'll be back. Okay, y'all. Now it's time for the hair. I'm going to try to show y'all this picture. You're probably going to be able to see it. But I'll try to zoom in, or I'll link it below. But that's what I'm going for. So I got my Hicks edges because I like this. I got a little bit of my foam because I might need a little more. My olive oil I'm gonna need. I'm using this TG bedhead stick probably. And the sun gonna be in and out, so the light gonna be beautiful sometimes and a little off others. My Design Essentials Reflections Liquid Shine because I need this to be raw shiny. I'm going to put some more olive oil. Yes, some more. And I might even really like curl it a lot. I'm going to bring my edges back forward from where I pushed them back when I was doing my hair. But I wanted this down like that, which it did good. So that's how I want my edges to be. I'm gonna play with these later, but just bringing them down. I wanted that big swoop right there and this big wave. And I'm just taking the comb and like wiggling it to bring them back down like that. So now my edges are closer to my eyebrows, which y'all know I like that. I'll put a little bit of reflections. I'm gonna curl it a little bit real fast. So I'm gonna take my Hicks edges and I'm about to make these edges do what I want them to do. So I want these to go down, and I'm just using a little bit, but I want all this hair right here to go down. So Hicks are great for your edges, but if you get into your actual hair, I like the TG bedhead stick better because it's not as sticky and tacky. So you could like do that on a part that's a little bit longer, and then you could get that kind of wet look, but your hair will be dry. And I want to keep these little flares and stuff. I like that. Edges coming together nice. And I do put the Hicks on my edges, like on this part down here and that little piece there. And then I'll go back in with a little bit of this. And it's not a lot, but it's just, and it makes it look a little bit like almost greasier or like slicker, so that it blends with that Hicks, so it doesn't look like your edges are real wet and then your hair is dry looking. So I do this, put a little more Hicks on my edges because I like them to lay flat on my face. Like I don't want them to lift up when I turn to the side like that. And then I'm gonna keep combing these edges down because this is the look I'm going for. And this is the part I cut. Like I'll comb this down and then just cut them short so that I can do stuff like what I'm doing right now. So those are my edges. And it'd be so funny, like I see other girls with short hair and they don't want to admit that they made their baby hairs. Like, girl, we could see that you cut them baby hairs like that. It's okay. Nobody cares. It looks bomb. But they would never admit to you that's what they're doing to get their baby hairs like that. But I'm telling you, because I don't care. So, and it looked real edgelicious right now, and that's how it's going to look for a second. And I'm leaving this because that's a long piece. I'm going to put the TG bedhead on that. And the rest of these that are actual short hairs that are edges, I'm using Hicks. Because again, this is better on hair, like with some length. I just do that. Then I continue to mold my hair. And I do the same thing with this as I do when I'm molding my hair, which is run the comb through it and then run my finger over it. It smooths it and it keeps you from having too many like comb marks. And I like my edges down flat to my face. I don't want nobody poking up. And then I just go back in a little bit right there. And if you notice, I hate when people say if you can notice. If you notice, this hair is still loose hair that doesn't have a lot of product. And that's going to help when I comb this down. So, I wanted it to go just like that. No part. But I want this hair to go this way. Like this. That's why I was saying the back is probably fine. If not, I'll fix it. Because I'm going to go back through all this again. So. You see that piece there? Like this. And then I comb my hair into the edges. So it's not just, I don't know, these just edgelicious, like I like to call it. It's not like so much of just edges. It looks like your hairline. And to me, that looks nicer and more refined than when you just have a whole bunch of excessive baby hairs. Like, to me, that does not look nice to me. If you like that, honey, do that. That's my edges. Right there. And then I always like, I don't know, tilt and look and make sure I don't have any like random little stray pieces sticking out. Get the shape like I want it. I hate this little piece right here, but my edges are so thin right there and it looks like skin. So this is how I do it. When I want that look, I might do a little bit of edge-aliciousness right there. And you see how this is still crinkled? I know, like that. So I'm about to hit it. I'm about to hit it with this. So I don't want it like that. Okay. And that's the look I was going for. I think I'm gonna add some bobby pins maybe for a little flare, because like the whole little bobby pin, hairpin thing is like in for the spring right now. But that's the overall look. And then I'm gonna spray it with some hairspray and some oil sheen. I just had an entire breakdown in the bathroom. I cut my hair, fluffed it. So I didn't like the way it looked. It was okay, but I wasn't loving it. So I just shaped it up a little more. I feel like it wasn't short enough. That's why I wasn't doing the way I wanted it to do. I like it like this. I'm probably gonna cut this even a little bit shorter, but whatever. I like this a lot. It's giving, you know, it's a real messy kind of wig-like, shaggy, undone, unkempt kind of, but styled look. So this was what we're going with. So the style I just did, it's still the same. I didn't rewrap it, nothing, recurl it, nothing. I just cut it and did it like this. So I know this is like a crazy tutorial, but this is a whole get ready with me, y'all. So that was hair. Makeup. I put some lashes on, which I told y'all I was gonna put some lashes on. These are just some Ardell Wispies from Sally's Beauty Supply, nothing special. I put on a shirt. This is just a navy top, long sleeve navy top, nothing spectacular. And I just put these gold earrings on, which y'all have seen before, because I'm getting ready to film my YouTube video, which is the 10 more spring outfits, dressy casual, feature and flat. So I just put these earrings and this top on so that I could film that. But yeah, that's that. All right, y'all, that's everything. That's the meltdown, breakdown. That's the fiasco. That's the change of hairstyles. That's everything. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Leave any comments and questions and stuff that you have, as you normally would on a regular YouTube video. What I found out since the last video is that I can see those, so you can still go ahead and leave them. If you have particular questions, you can always email me at kayeWright.com. So it's k@kaywright.com, and I will get back to you and answer any questions you have. Don't forget to enter the giveaway if you haven't. You can do that by purchasing a copy of the Right Outfit Style Guide, and then the instructions are up on the last video, so you can follow those. That's a really good giveaway, y'all. You get a pair of earrings, you get $100. I changed it from $75. You also get styled outfits, and what else you get? Refunded back the price of the book. So if you haven't, do that. And if y'all like my videos and like the Krew, share it. Tell your friends about it. Have them come join the Krew. We have a good time over here, and that's it. Until the next time, y'all. Bye.